So now we are going to learn some of the most basic Spanish greetings and phrases. The first word we have is hola, which means hi or hello. And this one is basically the most basic Spanish word. It's the word that everyone learns once they start to learn Spanish. Hola, hi, hello, hola. You can also say ¿qué tal?, which means how is it going? ¿Qué tal? How is it going? ¿Qué tal? If you want to be a little bit more informal, you can say ¿qué onda?, which means what's up? ¿Qué onda? What's up? ¿Qué onda? But only use ¿qué onda?, with people around your age or people that you don't refer to as being very formal. For example, your boss or your teacher or somebody older than you. And the way you can reply to ¿qué tal? Is that you can say bien, good, bien. Or if you're feeling bad, you can say mal, bad, mal. Or you can also say genial, great, genial. So yes, bien, good, mal, bad, genial, great. However, if you say mal, which means bad, people might actually ask you why. Why are you bad? So if your Spanish is maybe not so good that you cannot explain why you're bad, maybe just go for bien, good, and it's gonna be the end of the conversation, and that's it. No need to explain yourself. Some other words we have are buenos días, which means good morning. Buenos días. Maybe when you show up to work early in the morning or go to school, you can say buenos días, good morning, buenos días. And in the afternoon, you can say buenas tardes, which means good afternoon. Buenas tardes, good afternoon. And at night, you can say buenas noches, which means good night. It also means good evening or good night. Buenas noches. So yes, buenos días, good morning. Buenas tardes, good afternoon. Buenas noches, good night or good evening. And if you want to reply to any of these words, you can just say the same word back. For example, if somebody tells you buenos días, you can just reply buenos días. If they say buenas tardes, you can say buenas tardes. If that person says buenas noches, you also reply buenas noches. So this one is much more simple. Some other phrases you can use are que pases un buen día, which means have a good day, but informal. So we use this one maybe with friends. Que pases un buen día. And if you want to be a little bit more formal, you can say que pase. Que pase un buen día. Have a good day, but formal. So yes, que pases un buen día, informal. Que pase un buen día. Have a good day, but formal. Another phrase you can use is ¿Cómo estás?, which means how are you, but informal. ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Informal. ¿Cómo estás? If you want to be formal, you can say ¿Cómo está? How are you? Formal. ¿Cómo está? And if you want to say it plural, you can say ¿Cómo están? How are you? Plural. So yes, ¿Cómo estás? Informal. ¿Cómo está? Formal. And ¿Cómo están? And if you want to reply to this, you can say bien, gracias, which means fine, thanks. Bien, gracias. Or you can also say mal, which means bad. Mal. Or you can say más o menos. Más o menos. Más o menos means so-so. Más o menos. So-so. So one more time. bien, gracias. Mal, más o menos, so-so. However, if you say mal or más o menos, they might actually ask you, ¿por qué? Why? ¿Por qué? Why? So once again, if your Spanish is not so good, maybe just go for bien, gracias. So yes, ¿por qué? And if you want to ask somebody for their name, you can say, ¿Cómo te llamas? Which is an informal way of saying, what is your name? ¿Cómo te llamas? What is your name? And if you want to be formal, you can say, ¿Cómo se llama? What's your name but formal? So, ¿Cómo te llamas? Informal. ¿Cómo se llama? Formal. What is your name? And you can reply, me llamo, which means I call myself, or basically my name is, me llamo, and then your name. For example, I can say, me llamo Hugo. My name is Hugo. Or I call myself Hugo. Me llamo Hugo. Or you can also say, mi nombre es. Mi nombre es is more related to my name is. Mi nombre es. My name is. So yes, you can either use either one, me llamo or mi nombre es. Both basically mean the same. And if you want to say thank you, you can say gracias. Thank you. Gracias. Thank you. Gracias. And to reply, you can say de nada. You're welcome. De nada. You're welcome. De nada. Gracias. Thank you. De nada. You're welcome. And the next words we have are perdón, which means sorry. Perdón. Sorry. Perdón. And we also have disculpe. Disculpe means excuse me. Disculpe. Excuse me. Disculpe. And we also have con permiso, which also means excuse me, but we use this one whenever you're passing through. So disculpe is excuse me, con permiso is more like excuse me, passing through. So you can use disculpe to grab someone's attention. You can say disculpe, excuse me. And if you're passing through, you can say con permiso, excuse me, passing through. To say goodbye, you can say adiós. Goodbye. Adiós. Adiós. And some people might actually say ciao, which means goodbye, but it comes from Italian. It's like the Italian word ciao, but some people use it in Spanish. Ciao, goodbye, or adiós, goodbye. And you can also say hasta luego, which means until later, or see you later. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. And you can also say hasta mañana, which means see you tomorrow, or until tomorrow basically. Hasta mañana, until tomorrow. Basically, see you tomorrow. Hasta mañana. This video is sponsored by myself. If you want to learn Spanish from a beginner level to advanced, check out my online video course. You can find the link in the description.